Hey guys, CalebXCR22 here, and I'm with a new friend. Go check out his channel. His name is...
You know what? You can just put it in the description. They'll know.
Okay.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll just put it in the description, you guys. That's his YouTube channel name. But that's the thing. It's only going to be there for this episode. And probably next episode. But you guys better get there fast if you want to check out his channel. And, we're going to be doing a try not to get scared challenge. So... yeah, let's get started. This one?
Yeah, sure, why not?
My name is Ethan, and I'm a photographer. I took a trip last year with my wife to the Colorado mountains for an art project. My wife is also an avid skier, so she talked me into adding skiing into the trip. We had the option to book a room at a ski resort or rent out a private log cabin. The second one seemed more romantic, so I picked that one. Plus, it didn't hurt that it was cheaper. The cabin was nothing luxurious or anything. It was a single-floor, 4-room little thing. A 2-person bedroom, a small living room, a kitchen, and a bathroom. It may have been small, but the actual idea of being secluded in a warm log cabin during a blizzard was amazing. However, the storm was interfering with the cable signal, so we didn't have much to do this one particular evening. It was just starting to get dark out at this point, but there was still a decent amount of light outside, so I thought it would be perfect for getting a few shots and videos in the blizzard for backgrounds and wallpapers.
Yeah.
I told my wife I'd be back within 10 minutes and slipped on my boots and coat. The moment I stepped outside and shut the door, I noticed footsteps leading up to the door in the snow that had blown under the wooden awning. I could see the prints doubled, as whoever left them there turned and went the opposite direction.
No.
I was freaked the fuck out, but I wasn't about to go inside and scare my wife. I decided to give in to my curiosity and followed the prints to the right side of the cabin. Right away, I noticed that they led to the bedroom window. My heart froze in fear when I saw this. I could see my wife sitting on the bed using her iPad. She noticed me, and I waved. She laughed. I continued to follow the footprints around the cabin to the other side. They led to the living room window on the other side. Someone was stalking us, but how long ago was the question? I found myself standing there for a good minute asking myself if I could follow the footprints anymore. For whatever reason, I decided I would. They were now leading away from the cabin. I knew I was following the prints to where this person was going, not coming from, simply by the boot marks. I followed the prints away from the opening and into the trees. That was where I saw him. A man wearing a black coat facing a tree, slouched down looking at the ground. He was still as a statue, and I could see the snow piling up on his hood and shoulders. I froze in my tracks, trying not to make a sound. I would have thought to ask him if he needed help otherwise, but this guy was just standing there, not doing anything, like some kind of deranged freak. I started to gradually move backwards without even turning around, making sure this man didn't turn around or notice me. When I got out of visual distance, I turned around and stomped through the snow back to the cabin. When I slammed the door shut, my wife came over to see what was wrong. I saw worry in her eyes. I guess she saw the worry in mine. She knew I saw something, and after a few minutes of harassment, I finally told her what I saw. She immediately started packing her things, telling me we were leaving right away. I told her no, we're not going anywhere.
That's what she was doing.
I would not get a refund for leaving early, and I wasn't about to up and leave just because some weird guy was walking around outside. She made a point of locking both locks on the door and making sure all of the windows were sealed shut.
Uh-oh.
For the rest of the night, we read stuff on our iPads. I reviewed the pictures and videos I had taken so far. We turned out the lights early, as there wasn't much else to do. What if he's still out there? I remember my wife asking me. There's no way he's still out there, I then assured her.
He's still out there.
Listening to the wind blowing outside, along with the small flakes of snow hitting the windows, was strangely relaxing, and I knew I'd be able to fall asleep quickly. Except if it wasn't for...
Hello?
a knock at the bedroom window. We were both still awake,
It's like
and we
housekeeping.
both knew it was a knock from a person. I ushered my wife out of bed and out into the living room without turning on any lights. There was nothing to use as a weapon whatsoever. Our only option was to run
Really?
before something might happen.
But
I
then
told my
you just
wife we'd have to
do
forget
not
our
open the
luggage and
door.
make a dash for the Jeep.
Yeah.
We slipped on our boots and coats in the dark in a matter of seconds.
Maybe it was your neighbor.
At the living room window from the opposite side of our car. We took that opportunity to run. I pressed the unlock button, so grateful I chose to have remote locks on my Wrangler, and we hopped in. The car started with ease, and as soon as the headlights flashed on, the man was standing facing the log cabin on our side now.
Oh my god.
Not a window, just facing the wall of the cabin in the same position I'd seen him in earlier, as if he were hiding his face. We drove to the nearby ski resort without much trouble in the Jeep. We
I
stayed
swear,
there
it's
for
like
the night
Weeping
and went back
Angels
the next
from
day
Doctor
to the
Who.
log cabin to collect our things
Wait,
we
is
left
this
behind.
3 of them?
Yeah, there's 3
He wasn't
terrifying
there.
stories.
Oh, I thought this was the last one.
No, there's 2 more.
Okay, you guys, I
When
think
was
we're gonna stop
17,
early.
No!
I'm just
I was
kidding.
home
It's
alone.
like, okay, you guys,
Coincidentally,
we're
on the
gonna
night that I
stop
tried
early.
pot for the first time, I experienced the most horrifying moment of my life. It was mid-December,
Wait,
during a
you're
late
trying to
fall
Trump?
snowstorm.
Agoo.
I was in my room with some movie on in the background.
Agoo.
Mrs. Doubtfire, if I recall correctly, though I wasn't paying attention to it. I was trying to figure out how to properly inhale without coughing. I think I spent about half an
Xbox
hour
One.
breathing in smoke from that pipe,
Don't.
yet I couldn't even tell if I felt any different. For maybe another 10 minutes, I still continued at it, and finally, I felt a little different. It was a new feeling, hard to explain at the time. I felt as if the room around me felt more calming, and I was more attentive to my surroundings. Or maybe less attentive, I couldn't really tell.
And then I jacked off.
All I know is I felt different. I was excited, I wanted to keep going. Then suddenly I felt as if I heard a sound
Why'd you
come
have
from
to say that?
downstairs. I
Because
muted my
it's funny.
TV and listened. It
Agoo.
sounded like there was a
Housekeeping.
tapping noise coming from the front
Housekeeping.
door, like a light
Like,
knocking.
you guys say who's getting more
I got
scared?
nervous that it was
I'm
my
not
parents or
scared, I don't
sister, as I didn't know if
Oh,
I'd be like
as you
noticeably
say as you
acting
roll your
differently,
eyes.
or if they would be able to pick up on the smell from around the house.
know.
I headed
Not
downstairs
scared
and
at all,
looked through
you
the
know.
peephole, not to find my parents or sister, but a severely underdressed, almost homeless-looking man.
Yeah.
To put this into perspective,
Oh
we
my
don't live in the
God.
kind of suburbs that a lot of you most likely live in.
What?
We don't exactly live in a completely
Wait.
desolate area.
What do you call this?
Sub area? What?
You called it something. Okay, so you guys, I think we're gonna have to end the episode right here. We might make a part 2, maybe.
I'm
And
scared.
no, 10 minutes is as high as it can go.
Oh.
So,
My
yeah.
highest video is
Thank
20
you guys.
minutes.
Bye.